Hey buddy, we're in the session. Just a couple of things to run through now. As we said, on the takeaway wasn't too bad. Was having a tendency to get a little bit on the inside, okay? But the main thing for me now, so a bit of an old habit of yours, is that sort of over the top first movement now. Just the hands and arms moving a little bit further out in front, getting a little bit steep. If we look at how far back your hands were on the takeaway there, that was kind of your takeaway. And then when the hands come back down now, there's kind of your downswing positioning. And I don't mind obviously the gap there between the hand, but obviously if it gets too big, then we get some problem areas. Okay, so we look at this one here on the right hand side. Again, good takeaway now, not so far on the inside. Hand position at that same kind of spot there now. We're here. As the hands then start falling back down, probably a frame somewhere around there, you can see your hands are probably in this kind of position. So if you compare those two green dots there to the red dots there, that's how much spacing you've sort of narrowed, shall we say, on the right hand side compared to that left hand side. And when you get steeper, when your arms start coming over the top more, it just puts your wrist and the club shaft in a sort of steeper position, making it harder for you to release the golf club. Come back on a decentish path and plane to the golf ball. Because the face is open, that ball just starts leaking off to the right there, and you can see a bit of lean trying to sort of save it as it's been hit out to the right. Whereas obviously being a little bit more neutral and less of adjusting on the way back, the club now coming on a better path and better angle into the goal ball with those wrist positions. Club back in front nicely. We can release that club a lot more freely. Ball now starting on a very similar line, but you're getting your draw back to target. Okay, so just trying to really sort of get the backswing and the downswing being a little bit more kind of in the same kind of slot position, as opposed to being too far in and then too far over. In and over, that amount of movement there is just going to change. It changes your forearm position. Your right elbow now is coming down a little bit too high. All these things are going to make it harder for you to square the club face up. And because you're sort of used to where the path of the club's coming in, if the club's coming in a little bit open, we get that. And over time, once a few start leaking out to the right, that's when you probably start getting the old snipe to the left. You might start rolling your hands, maybe twisting a bit more, doing something of the like, just to get that club back down to target, to try and save that ball from going too far right. So work on that downswing, get that backswing and club a bit more neutral with the downswing, and I'm sure you'll find the shots going a little bit straighter and a little bit further. Okay, mate, hope that makes sense. Any questions, obviously give me a shout, but I'll see you soon. Cheers, pal.